It's a sad commentary that there have been enough school shootings to generate reliable data, but the results have caused a major change in tactics. 9 News anchor Brendan Keefe learned all Blue Ash officers have received this new training. Brendan?
Carol Clyde, while it used to be considered suicide for a lone officer to take on an active shooter, it's now considered statistical homicide not to. Because the longer officers wait for backup, the more people die. We warn you, some of what you're about to see may be disturbing. A frightening scene plays out on a Warren County school bus.
Your job is this: clear that bus, secure that bus, end the killing. Everybody get down!
This is not a real hostage situation. It's only a training drill. But this scenario with the SWAT team storming a bus is unlikely, based on statistics from 4 decades of school shootings.
One of the lessons learned at Columbine is you can't wait for SWAT.
1999, Colorado. 2 heavily armed students storm Columbine High School.
They're stalking around looking for people to kill.
15 dead, 23 wounded. The gunmen had killed themselves while tactical officers were still suiting up.
Seconds count. You don't have 10 minutes.
Blue Ash Police Chief Chris Wallace is also a nationally renowned tactics instructor.
I'm going to track him like this. I know the other guy's in there somewhere.
Showing officers how to stop an active killer even without backup.
I'm going to kill this kid if you don't get out of here. Shoot this kid.
You're literally going to lose innocent victims every minute that you wait.
Left turn, left turn.
This 2003 training footage inside a Kentucky school was a direct response to Columbine.
Open area to the left.
The new tactic involved the first 4 or 5 officers on scene entering in a diamond formation.
All the way left, all the way left.
Shown here in a Lawrenceburg school last year, the method was deployed nationwide.
Report of a student inside Mason High School with a gun.
Drills like this would last for hours, but the real shootings are over in minutes. Last year, Virginia Tech. By the time the first team of officers made entry into Norris Hall, student Sung-Hui Cho had killed 30 people and wounded 17 more. The lone gunman had shot 47 people in 11 minutes. That's an average of 4 shot, 3 dead every minute. If the first officer on the scene is outside waiting for backup, 10 more could die. Wait for SWAT and 20 or more could be killed. Freeze simulation. No, police can't stop time, but they can speed up their response. Unfreeze. If the first officer on the scene is trained to act quickly and on their own, the chances for success go up and the body count goes down.
If it's your child standing there in that school and you hear gunshots being fired in that school, and you have the ability to go in there and stop this, are you going to wait?
John Benner owns Tactical Defense Institute in Adams County. A SWAT team officer for a quarter century, Benner, along with Chief Wallace, now teaches the single officer response for the National School Resource Officer Organization.
The school resource officer is already there. That's the best case scenario.
The old tactics were the same as those used for a barricaded gunman. Set up a perimeter, call a negotiator. Officers feared an aggressive entry would set off the active shooter, causing more deaths.
Many of these people never intend to survive the encounter.
Statistically, the active shooter kills himself at first contact with armed resistance.
Literally cowards. These are people that are looking to kill innocent people that can't fight back.
All schools are gun-free zones. These people know that when they go in there.
That's right. The vast majority of mass murders have occurred in so-called gun-free zones.
Someone who's intent on committing mass murder isn't really going to be deterred by a sign that tells them they can't have a gun at that location.
And now the tacticians believe these signs may actually serve as an invitation to mass murderers.
So they choose a school or a mall that has the signs on it that says, "Come here and shoot me because there is nobody here that's armed."
Some colleges have already discussed allowing students with permits to carry concealed handguns on campus. And while the thought of putting guns in schools may be controversial, there is some serious discussion across the nation about arming teachers who have military training or law enforcement experience. Schools have invested millions in fire alarms and extinguishers, but contemporary statistics show shootings kill many more students than fires. Clyde, Carol.